In Dollar Tree this week, I saw this really cool black smoky glassware and dishes, and it gave me a great idea. So I used them to make a couple of beautiful, sparkly, diamond and crystal encrusted, elegant Mercury glass, giant candle stands. So stay tuned and I'll show you how you can make these using all Dollar Tree items. To make these beautiful stands from Dollar Tree, I picked up 3 black glass bowls, 2 black glass wine glasses, and 1 large candle vase for each stand. This vase is about 7 inches tall. Also from Dollar Tree, you'll need a couple of bags of sea glass, 2 for each stand. And about a year or so ago, I found these beaded glass bracelets in the holiday gift section at Dollar Tree. So I picked up a bunch. I'm using this for this project. But if you can't find them this year at Dollar Tree, you can use some crystal acrylic gems or the glass gems at Dollar Tree. Or you could use some clear vase fillers. I got these from Michael's Craft Store. And from Dollar Tree, I also picked up diamond wrap. You're also going to need the looking glass spray paint. Get that at any craft store. And a little of my black metallic Your House of Home craft paint. To put everything together, I'm using the Gorilla Clear Grip glue and the hot glue gun with Gorilla glue sticks. For this project, I want to give this a Mercury glass look. I think the black glass will look really nice with a silver undertone. So I'm using the looking glass spray paint and a spray bottle with my solution of vinegar and water. To give the Mercury glass effect, we're spraying inside the bowl or glass with the silver looking glass spray paint. Then you're going to spritz it with the vinegar and water mixture, and that'll cause the paint to separate and break up. And then you're just going to go around and swirl the paint around so that it covers the whole inside of the glass. You're also going to want to have a damp towel around to wipe the outside of your bowl or glass in case the spray paint is dripped on the outside. Then you could spritz it some more or blot it with a balled up paper towel to break the paint up a little more. Click on the link above to see a full tutorial of the Mercury glass technique. But we're doing this to all of your pieces. I'm making 2 stands, so I have 4 wine glasses and 6 bowls, and I have 2 large vases. While I'm outside, I'm also spraying my sea glass with a silver looking glass spray paint. As you know, I used sea glass from my last project and I had some left over, so I'm spraying all the color pieces, and then I'm going to turn this over and spray the other side. Okay, now all my glassware is dry and it has a beautiful Mercury glass look. But I have one little problem. My vase was not black, so I don't have that same black smoky look on the ends. So what I'm going to do is paint this a little bit to match my other pieces. I'm using my metallic black acrylic paint and a sponge, and I am just going to blot around the bottom and around the top of this vase to give it that black smoky look that the other dishes have. Now I think I'm ready to assemble these pieces. Now normally when I'm putting large glass pieces together, I use epoxy, but this time I'm going to try the Gorilla Clear Grip glue. It's a lot like E6000, but I find that the smell, the fumes are not as strong, so I prefer to use this, and Gorilla Glue has been very strong glue for me. So I'm hoping that this is stronger than E6000 because these will be heavy pieces. So I'll let you know how these hold up. I'm going to start by gluing 2 bowls together to make a center sphere. I'm making a half C shape around the top lip of the bowl. Then I'm leaving a finger space and I'm doing another C around the other half of the bowl and leaving just a space on each side because I want to put hot glue there. I'm also using Gorilla Glue sticks because they're stronger, and I'm using the hot glue because I want the bowl to stay in place. These bowls tend to slide around with the wet glue while they're drying, and I don't want that. So I'm going to tilt this back a little and place one side down first, and then make sure that's lined up, and then place the other side down so that it's perfectly even all the way around. The hot glue dries instantly, so you want to make sure that everything's lined up. That was my centerpiece. Next I'm going to assemble my bottom piece. I'm taking a wine glass and a bowl, and I'm going to put the Gorilla Clear Grip in 2 semicircles around the bottom edge of the glass, and then put 2 dots of hot glue, just like you did with the bowl. And you're going to center that glass right side up on an upside down bowl. Now I'm going to go back to the 2 bowls that I glued together, the center sphere, and I'm going to glue a glass on top of that, but this time I'm going to glue it upside down. And this time you won't need the hot glue because it's not going to slide around, because there's a little ridge right on top of the sphere that the glass will fit right into. Now before I finish assembling these pieces, I want to hide the line where the 2 bowls come together with some decorations. I want to do this while it's still at eye level. I want to make something that looks like jewelry that goes around this area. So I'm using my sea glass painted in silver, and I'm going to put 1 drop of the clear grip glue and 1 drop of the hot glue, and put that right over the line. Now I use 2 different glues when I'm gluing these pieces because the clear grip glue is a permanent glue and it will help the piece stay on longer, and the hot glue will dry immediately. So the hot glue will keep the piece in place while the wet glue is drying. So I sort of alternated big and small pieces and made it look pretty natural. And now I'm going to cut a line of diamonds from this diamond wrap. So I'm going to take 1 strand and just cut a long piece. And I'm going to use a hot glue at certain points to drape and weave the diamonds in and around the rocks, like this. Next I'm going to take my crystal glass bracelets and cut it to get the beads separated. And I'm going to glue these so that the hole doesn't show as much. Again, I'm using the hot glue and I'm using the clear grip, and I am going to glue these so that they're sort of facing outward at an angle. They're not lying flat. I want to give them some dimension and have them shoot out, some of them, to make it a more beautiful, interesting piece. Very similar to my crystal plate design, and it turns out looking like a very lovely, rich vase jewelry. Now I have been putting the other stand together simultaneously, so that's why you see the other piece in the background. But next I am going to decorate the neck of the glass that's right above the sphere. So I am taking some of the smaller stones and I'm going to put that around the center of the neck of the glass. Next I'm hot gluing diamond wrap, 2 strands, around the top and the bottom of those stones. And I'm using the other glass bracelet. This one has smaller crystals. I'm using that for the neck. Now that I have most of my jewels on, I'm going to finish assembling this. So now I want to attach the bottom piece to the center piece. I'm going to use the clear grip around the top of the glass of the bottom piece. And then I'm placing the centerpiece right on top, right in the center of that glass. Make sure it's centered. Since I'm only using a wet glue, you can take your time and make sure that it's centered all the way around. But it should fit right within that circular ridge under the bowl. Now the last part of this assembly, I'm placing my large vase on top. Put the wet glue on the bottom of the glass and make sure it's centered all the way around. And now that I'm looking at this, I think I'd like to add some stones and crystals at the top of this piece too. So I decorated the top pretty much the same way I did the center, except I ran out of some of my crystal bracelet pieces. So I'm using these crystal fillers that I already had, and I got these from Michael's. So they're like little rocks, but they look like crystals. And I'm going to put them right at the bottom of the stone. I added this diamond wrap as a border underneath, and I'm just going to fill in some of the parts where I don't have anything. There were also these little silver beads on one of the bracelets that I think I'm going to use to place up here and around the piece. I think that's it. I think I am all done. I'm just going to put a candle inside, and make sure you use a candle that is already inside a glass so that the candle won't mess up your Mercury glass effect. And with the candles lit, it has a really beautiful old world look. All the jewels make it look just really royal, and with the lights out, it's just absolutely stunning. I can't wait to dress my fall table up with these, and for Christmas, this will be just perfect. So come back in a week or so and you'll see what I do with these on my dining room table. Now you can pick up all my favorite crafting supplies and products used on this show with the one-click, easy shopping, and fast delivery convenience of Amazon. On my new Amazon shopping page, type in amazon.com/shop/yourhouseofhometv and you'll find all the supplies for my newest project, all my crafting supplies, project pieces, home decor, kitchen, garden, and more. And pick up our Your House of Home metallic multi-surface acrylic paint. With 8 shimmering colors, you can mix millions of colors and paint on any surface, indoor or outdoor, to create endless home beauty. And while you're there, add to your cart our Book of Elegant Home Crafts Volume 1, filled with step-by-step instructions for your favorite projects. Available here in paperback and ebook. See the information tab for the hardcover. Get this and all the supplies you need for your next project all in one place. I'll be working every day to add great products to make home crafting fast and easy. Follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Snapchat at Your House of Home and Your House of Home TV for daily home, food, and gardening tips.